280 brake horsepower in this version, acid green, in-your-face looks. But the car it's based on, the Fiat 600e, when we reviewed it about 6 months ago, we didn't really get on because as a small-ish compact family car, it wasn't very good compared to its rivals or even clones in the Stellantis group. However, this might be able to get away with it because the chief metric of, let's face it, a hot hatch is fun. So you can think, well, yeah, I'm losing out on a bit of practicality, but I've got the fun. Or at least we hope we do. It's not a car that people are going out to get because they need a small family car or something. So that shifts everything. It's all about expectation. We say this time and time again. Is this as fun as it looks? Because it looks mad. Clearly it's based on the 600e, but for me this is different enough, shall we say, to get away with it. Partly due to the mad colour, but if you don't like this, which means you have to wear sunglasses, they do it in a mad purple as well, because why not? And that does get it looks. I've had quite a few people kind of do that as you go past. I suspect more for the colour than anything else, and there's not going to be many of these. It's going to be very, very rare, which is another appeal. I quite like that. The styling and the front bumper is reminiscent to the Abarth 850TC, apparently. And yeah, I think it stands out enough in hot hatch world. And that's what we want. We want bonkers looks. It's the Abarthness to it. It's got that. I really do like the contrast with the black Abarth logo and the green. The bumper has a purpose to it. These, a little bit, I'm not sure. It looks like you've got a bit of eyeliner going on there. However, it's the 600 it's based on, isn't it? The side profile is pretty much the same again as the 600. However, this is about 25mm lower. It's got a wider track. So again, this isn't just a gussied up in terms of its looks 600. It's a proper Abarth. 280 brake horsepower. That's a lot of performance. It's got a mechanical slip diff. Stuff that actually matters when you're putting that type of power on the road. I'm not so keen on the Abarth bit along the side. That's a bit cheesy, but I guess you could take that off. And you've got a lot of black highlights, which are ready to get scratched. But it does contrast nicely with the various colours that you can get. And the tyres. So the one thing that we found with the 500 is it was spinning up quite a bit, which aided in some ways to how much fun it was. Whereas this has got proper Michelin Pilot Sport EV tyres, which they've worked with Michelin on for this car to get the power down. So I like the fact that they haven't just, again, made it quicker, stuck a bigger engine in it, or motor in this case, and then done with it. They've Abarthed it, if you will. But it's still got its underpinnings. It's still based on the 600, which unfortunately, if I get the key anyway, it's not the most practical car in the world. The rear, the seats are immense, but look how far back they are, and that's in a normal position for Harry. Again, the colour helps. The contrast of the black and the green makes it stand out somewhat. And look at that diffuser. It's got purpose to it. And what a spoiler! I love this. The boot. Not bad. I mean, yeah, it's bigger than the 500 and you do have a little bit of space underneath, but again, small family car at best. However, if you do need that extra space, you've maybe got the occasional run that you need to do, that's what this is giving you over the 500. I think it's giving you a bit more practicality. As with the 500, you have the beautiful Alcantara steering wheel on this one, which makes a huge difference. More steering wheels should have this. And you haven't got the black gloss, you've got some, I would say, better buttons in terms of their feel, and there's no hapticness going on. The lovely logo in the middle, and you do have some hardware in plastics. It does lay it down a little bit on the door. All these are hardware in plastics, whereas that's kind of like a leather effect. That's okay. The buttons again feel okay at best, and you've got a bit of a storage bin there as well. The dash on this top spec has got this Abarth logo on it, this effect. I kind of missed the Alcantara from the 500 that was on the dash there, but it's okay, it'll do the job. Let's turn the car on. And of course you get lovely logos everywhere. And it's got the binnacle that you're used to in the Stellantis group stuff. which again is easy to see. It's nice contrast, but it's a little busy. There's quite a lot of info in a small space. And you have this, of course, as well. Some actual buttons to affect the touchscreen, so it's not all up here. And it's actually reasonably quick in terms of when you press stuff. There's not much of a lag, but again, I see better. And ultimately, it's CarPlay, so that's all you need. The rest is kind of as you were in terms of the Fiat 600. You have actual physical buttons to turn on climate control, which is perfect, it's what we want. You've got somewhere for your phone, which doesn't wirelessly charge because that's under this iPad screen. And a bit fiddly and annoying, but yeah, your phone wirelessly charges there, and you got more storage. You have cup holders, enough for 2, and you can change this about, and it's basically storage. You've got the electronic handbrake, which does disengage when you put it into drive, which the 500 didn't, and the drive modes. So you start off in Turismo, which is like the standard, and then Scorpion Street and Scorpion Track, which is of course the one we're going to stick in. Armrest, which does move forward, and it means you can't get to your cup, but at least you can move it, and you've got some more storage underneath as well. And more clothes storage we have.
Half a glove box.
Ooh, that's pretty poor.
It is, yep.
That's pretty poor. Now these seats, Harry.
Oh, these are, I think, the best seats I've had in an EV.
Yes, these are beautiful.
Without a doubt.
Very unique. I mean, look, you can tickle people from the back seat.
Really good lumbar support.
Very huggy.
Yeah, very
huggy.
But
would you say that if you're a larger person,
you're not going to get in, are you?
It's going to pinch.
Yeah, you're pinched.
You're going to be pinched. Now, as you can see, they're quite bulky at the back of these seats, which does affect the amount of space you've got. So are you willing to jump in the back, Harry?
One for the team. Go on then. I would say it's kind of doable. The seats do have a bit of a cutout here, so your knees sort of go where these bits are.
That is a bit strange. I mean, you're not doing a long journey, and would kids be okay at least?
I think kids are being fine in the back, yeah. It is doable. I mean, it's one of those you would get away with, but I don't think it's not a family car, is it? It's not an ID3.
So would you put this in the Corsa category in size-wise?
It's sort of in between, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're in the front of the car, it's quite a big car. If you're in the back of the car, it's just not.
Should we do this with some clever editing?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm in Scorpion Track. Here we go. There's no skiddings.
Whoa.
And that's your 60. What was that? 5 seconds?
That's really quick.
5?
You can feel your stomach go, can't you, a little bit with the acceleration of that? That's good.
However, it didn't feel like, do you know, like the Ioniq 5N, he's like, oh, I'm out of control.
Oh, yeah, you're not entering like warp factor 4i or something. It's just,
it felt manageable.
It did, yeah. And just after that initial squabble and scuff from the front tyres, it just went, didn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, the 500, we've said, oh, it's fun, is this? Because like, but even at this speed, we're going,
yeah.
This has got so much grip.
It feels very capable.
Yeah, but that's got to be, what, in part to the mechanical diff?
Yeah, yeah.
And then
the tyres
almost custom with Fiat Michelin Pilot Sport EV tyres.
Yeah, yeah.
That just highlights the difference a tyre can make to a car. The 500 had, we won't say the brand, but cheaper tyres, shall we say, and it was scrabbling for grip, whereas this...
It wasn't just scrabbling though, was it? It was spinning up the wheels.
30.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I can't actually get it to spin more than a...
No.
And that's with traction off, I should point out.
It does make this car feel like a lot more serious car, like a track weapon almost.
But does that detract from the fun a little bit?
It takes away from the fun, yeah. It takes away the jobbishness of it, doesn't it?
Because we said on the again, we're going to compare it to the 500 a lot, so you just have to deal with it. But the fact that was a bit leery and a bit, way was the fun. As we said,
you know what? If you took the 500 into your house, it would piss on the floor. This is about track times and going down the road as quickly as you can in an A to B car.
Yeah.
And the 500 is more about having fun.
Because I like the smallness of the 500 as well.
Yeah.
And this isn't a... I don't know.
I am like that as well. I think I would be happy with either.
Yeah.
I think on a day-to-day basis, this one's probably a little bit more practical.
And again, they've got that feeling of it's definitely harder and stiffer, but the damping's very good, isn't it?
It's a lot more composed than the 500 was.
Yeah. And I, again, don't feel like the limiting factor in the car.
Is
I feel like I'm planting my foot and it's not too silly.
Yeah, I do like the fact that you can feel the diff pulling your car to the side sometimes. It's a bit, and I like that fight.
Engagement.
Yeah, you want that in a front wheel drive car.
It gives you a bit of engagement, which you don't have as much with EVs, of course.
No.
If it's pure second car territory, should we say that then?
Yeah,
it's
the
a 500.
Yeah.
If you've got a, like, I don't know, maybe you've got a dog or something, or you just need that extra bit of space.
Obviously, you run the car.
You have to go for the 600.
Yeah.
But it's still not an only car, is it? The handling is almost as fun as the 500.
It's not. Yeah, it's a lot more purposeful.
And it is very planted.
It is.
I've noticed, because you've got low down weight of EV-ness, again the diff we mentioned, the sticky tyres.
What do you think to the brakes?
Acceptable, but not track level.
No, but not the. For me, they missed that initial grab.
Yeah, I wanted to
You've
pull
got
my
to
face
really,
off.
yeah.
40% stiffer suspension than the standard 600.
Well, yeah. I'm just surprised as to what they can do with this chassis. It's a mocker.
It's a Mocha, yeah. It's an E2008. It's a Jeep Avenger.
And it's an Abarth.
The Alpha.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
Oh, yeah.
it. So the fast Alpha
Is this?
is essentially this. And which would you go for then? The Alpha or this?
I think I'd go for this. In 5 years' time, I think I'd go for the Alpha.
Yeah.
Be a bit older.
They both have their own little uniqueness, but
Yeah, I think I'd go for the. I like the loud colour. I love the purple in this.
I think I'd go for the acid green. Now the prices, not as bad as you thought.
Not really for.
How much do you
hot
reckon the
hatch.
top spec would be? I mean, do you think luxury car tax is going to come into play, given the fact we've got 280 horsepower in this top spec version?
Do you know what?
Scope.
It feels like it should be over that just because it does feel special. I know.
And the diff and all that lot's
yeah.
going to be, you got to pay for it somewhere.
And the seats.
Just under 40 grand. So all of the versions of this are under the luxury car tax.
Wow.
The ECS.
It's almost like they've planned it.
So you're looking at 36 or just under 40, depending on the 600E, which is only 240 brake.
I think I would want to go for this
The
one.
I can never say it right. The Scorpion, which they're only going to produce just under 2,000 of.
Which again, I mean, that if you're going to buy one, should keep the the resale of it quite good.
And I guarantee you won't see another one of these on the road.
Well, you'd see one a mile away if it were there, but I don't think you're going to see many of these.
I've barely seen the 600 itself, let alone the
I've seen
Abarth.
one. There's one near where I live. I've
Right,
seen one.
That's it, it's the one then. Now the range, 77% we're on, and it reckons 144 miles. The most I've seen it says 206 miles. We're in, I would say, optimum weather, and although I have been hooning it around, it does suffer on range. So you've only got just over 50 kilowatt hours worth of batteries. It's the same as the standard. They haven't upped it or anything. So given the fact that you're losing it with the performance, I'm putting this as 130 in winter, and maybe if you're lucky 200 in summer.
I mean,
it's not great
terrible,
for a 30-odd grand car.
Yeah, but still, I think given the performance, it's almost like talking MPGs and saying I've got a Golf GTI that's doing a lot less than a 1 litre Golf.
Is it enough?
I think you're buying this sort of drive it, aren't you? You're not buying it to do the...
Yeah, so go in with your eyes open. Don't buy something like this and expect to do 280 mile round trips.
No, it's not going to be a car for that, is it?
No. You could charge it at 100 kilowatts maximum speed anyway.
So
it's enough for a 50 kilowatt battery.
It's one of the Stellantis things, isn't it? It's where it's enough.
Now, here's one for you, which we'll decide after we swap and click our fingers. You ready for the edit? 1, 2, 3. Whoa, we're even driving. How did you do that?
Amazing.
Now, here's a curveball for you. Would you go for this over the MG4 X-Power Nauseator?
I'd go for this.
100% yeah. Because this has the handling and the fun, whereas that has the pure straight line speed.
This will go around the corner, and I enjoy going around the corner more than straight line speed.
However, if you've got a family, you want a bit of looks, hot hatchiness, and probably much better range, Cupra Born. They do the
Cupra Born, yeah.
Quicker versions.
But you have got, I mean, it's a proper...
Oh, it's a huge interior compared to this.
Yeah, you get 4 adults long journey and that, not a problem.
Yep. So would you go for that over this then?
I go for this still just because it's just a bit bonkers.
It feels more special, whereas the Cupra Born looks like all the others.
Yeah.
So is this good value then? At 36 to 40 grand?
I think it is. I'm getting hints of value given what you're getting. I mean, you know, the mechanical slip differential,
the wider track, the tyres.
Do you know? I like that. You know, that someone's looked into it and they've done lots of stuff to it, loads of suspension work.
They've not just put it 4-wheel drive and then left it.
Well, yeah, which is what I feel a little bit like what MG did.
And it's what a lot of EV manufacturers do, don't they? Go, well, we'll just make it dual motor.
Yeah, just put another motor in it, and then we've got 400 horsepower and...
Yeah, and yeah. So are we saying, granted they've only got 2 models out there, Abarth, haven't done a bad EV yet.
I don't think they have. No.
If considering who they're aimed at.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be a lot of people watching this going, oh, God, that is awful. It's too lavish, it's too much.
Yeah, I don't need the power.
Yeah. But in terms of their target audience, I think they've hit the nail on the head.
Nit the nail on the head.
There we go. I guess the thing is if you're looking at it as a car, when you think you can get a...
it's compromised, isn't it?
Well, you can get a standard range Model 3 for the same price as this one. Well, if you're looking at just a car, and it's a very different car, and I'd probably have this over my Tesla. This is more...
Would you? But apart from when you do a long journey?
Yeah.
Or you need to carry things?
This is more me, I think.
Let's have a look at Auto Trader and see what you can buy. So the entry level, 240, I've managed to find for £35,000. So list price 39,785 for the Scorpionism 38. That's a little bit of a discount.
Yeah, that's not bad, is it?
And that's in the purple.
Is that delivery mileage?
Brand new.
Brand new, wow.
Brand new. So it's Italian. What food is it?
Ooh, what did we say the 500 was?
Limoncello, because it's that little shot of like vodka.
This one's a little bit more sophisticated and purposeful.
Yes.
Is it like a coffee liqueur?
What about a limoncello with an espresso shot in it?
I think we go.
That's what this car is.
I know what this limoncello needs. It needs some coffee in it.
Shall we have a look on leasing.com to see how much it costs on lease? Now, I can't find the Scorpionism. £5,142 down with £100 fee, so call it 5,300 deposit. So initial payment.
Okay.
It's not a deposit. That's what I got on a leasing video.
Yeah.
How much a month do you reckon? 5,200 down. Bear in mind, this is a nearly 40 grand lease. List price cap.
350.
571.
Ooh.
On leasing.com.
Now, for me, that's going to be a good second-hand buy because that's how much value
they're saying. Yeah, that's going to drop. So, I reckon when this is 2-year-old, say, is this 28?
I don't know. It's a tricky one. I think these might hold their value slightly better because of the limited numbers.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a collector's car? I think 2,000 of these is almost too many.
But that's the trim, isn't it? Well, it's the 1949.
But is that almost too many of them?
Yeah. I think it's a bit of a marketing gimmick, personally, because they're going to bring out the Turismo to replace it once they've sold them all.
Is it a 3-year warranty on these, isn't it?
Yeah, 60,000.
I think that's when we're going to see them drop.
8 years on the battery.
Yep. We're going to see them drop as they come out of warranty.
Oh, yeah. So that means, again, used.
Very good.
Used. Yeah. There is something that's probably a bit better, though, in terms of its value than this.
Oh, hang on. I think I know it.
Go on.
Membership.
Yes! 99p a month. Videos on Sunday instead of Friday.
No initial down payment.
No, yeah. And you can cancel any time, so that there's no minimum contract length either.
Wow.
Oh, and don't forget about the podcast Driving Home.
Yes.
Which is on all the podcasting places. And you can put comments in Spotify now. Did you know, Harry, that on Instagram people saw this, as in us doing this, about a month or two before the video went out?
So why not sign up?
At EVMan UK. I'm trying to increase my social media empire. Okay, sales pitch done. Thanks for watching. Bye!
Ooh.
And I've just spliced it on the side of the seat.
I mean, they are quite difficult to get in and out of, aren't they? I'm not rubbing it better again.
Oh,